ground. It's Swift to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. This defense for the Chiefs, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And they look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Burrow looking to pass. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. The Bengals at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Here we go, here we go.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Now on 2nd and 13. Burrow. And that is incomplete. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen. Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
On first down, Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They fake the give, now Mahomes. And he's got it. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Cole Beasley with career touchdown number 60. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Here we go. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Matt Ariza now on to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at about the 14. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for KC. 57 yards. One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him block that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Josh Palmer, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because
the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Back to throw here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. These two teams all tied after one. Here's Logan Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taken from just outside the 30. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Burrow going to fake to mix it, and now look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Finding room at midfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 10. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this group, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
A run there on 1st down, and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Second down and 5. Now Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but he did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
From midfield now, Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. From the 41, Burrow. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit. Begin to run.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by McPherson, looking good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys field it that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Devin Bush. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for KC. 66 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now Mahomes. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there for Cincinnati. 64 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Burrow on play action.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and it looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the 22, Mahomes. And it's caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The end result, 21 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Mahomes Mahomes takes it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it. The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Mahomes now on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he finds Beasley, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now it's Mahomes again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side.
And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that will lead to a 3rd and goal.
Hey, 43, 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and that'll increase their lead to 28.
42, Bengals 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
He was brought down by Malik Collins.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd and 9.
Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
Burrow looking to pass.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
From the 41. Burrow. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And he'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. Out to his left. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. And let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
2nd and 1 from the 2.
Now here's Mahomes. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until...
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Yellow.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.